Hi guys, hope you're well. Seems to be a long time since I did last done a video, but just haven't had really the content to make a decent video really. Been out fishing, and the last time was a real nice session. Me and Abs met up with Tom Muir and some of the FFS group guys for Midlands catch up. Because Abby came, we did some dead baiting while the others went off lure fishing, but it was a real nice atmosphere, and Abby had a three-zander out in a little perch, so it was a good day in total. And I've been up on the coast with Andy again after the bass, which is always a lovely experience. But today's session, I thought I'd go out with the FFS Lures and see if I can catch some fish on some different types of his lures. So let's see how we get on. Try the K2. I really like these little crawls. I usually use them just going through the water column, not on the bottom or anything, but all the appendages at the top work really well. And as the water's quite clear, I've gone for like a natural bloodworm colour. The retrieve is just taps on the rod and slowly reeling in to keep in touch with it really. There we go. Nice one on the K2. A little one. It's quite hard at the moment trying to find a path through the weed, but that one came quite close in. So I've changed over now because you do get a little bit of giblets in this area, and what I've put on is the new chubby grub. This is the 20mm curve version. Just a little hook and a little chib. It's an exposed hook, so I need to watch the weed, but it's worth a go just in this little area to see if and there's not going to be much action to these, so I'm just going to have to impart it myself. Oh, there we go. First fish on the chubby grub. Surprise, surprise, it's a perch. There you go. Now typically when I forgot to record, I catch a little chublet, which I knew, which is what I thought these grubs would catch really, would appeal to the chubs. Unfortunately, I forgot to press record. I suppose these looks like maggots or wasp grub or something, so they'll appeal to all sorts of fish really. Oh, there we go. This is a perch. It's the third fish to the grub. Lovely giblet. Oops. Oh, well, this is a bigger perch. Next job. Come on. Lovely. A lovely perch on the grub. There we go. It's getting back. This is a bit of a pleasant surprise, these grubs. I was a bit doubtful to start with because, well, I've got no action or anything in that, but I'm definitely fish catchers. That's always what you need when you use a new lure or something, is some fish on them quite quickly. Well, the next lure I'm going to try, which I really love using in the right conditions, it's really good fun, is a weightless fluke. And I've had some good action from the perch taking off the surface with this, but whether they will today I'm not sure, but we'll give it a go. And I like using it over weed and shallow areas, which is what this area is, because then like the fish aren't as far away from it to come up. So you just tap it and it just goes from side to side. But I just fear that the conditions aren't right today for it really. But we'll give it a go. I'm going to keep the fluke on but fish a little bit slower so it will sink a little bit. And see if anything comes up. Oh, there we go. That's what you like. And they can be really aggressive when they take off from the surface. There you go. There's just some weed it was coming by, and he just came out and nailed it. Oh. Just thinking there's lots of rubbish and trolleys and everything here, so it's fishing weedless and shallow is really the only way you could fish around here. There's another one to the fluke. I've just changed over to a white one just so I can see it a little bit better, so I can control the taps. And white is a colour I've become really confident in lately as well. I can see it now, so once it goes to the side I can control the tap of when to go the other way back. And these will work better if you tie it direct and not use a clip, but I want that convenience of being able to change quickly and not having to tie on. Now I've put the micro frog on now. Could have got lilies on the far side, but after what the sport was like on the fluke, I don't think we're going to get much really, but it's just a perfect scenario for the frog. Because it's weedless, is to cast into those lilies. And see if anything comes out of them. I'll look out for any pike charging out, because I don't particularly want a pike as I'm using fluorocarbon. But these frogs are, this is the micro frogs 2.0 version, and it's got a slot at the back where I've put some foam in, which comes provided to counterbalance the hook and the clip. But we'll give it a go, and on the way back down we'll try a different lure. And first I've got two paddles at the back which kick up the water. A nice little lure in the right situations. You don't have to fish them on the surface, you can bounce them along the bottom, which I might do with the smaller version a bit later. So what I've done now, I've rigged up one of the 30mm frogs, 2 gram chub, try and bounce that along the bottom or just a straight retrieve and see if because there's quite a bit of weed here, so I don't know if I can actually do it all along the bottom. There's one. Took a while to find them again, but this one couldn't resist a 30mm frog. Oh, there we go. Another little frog muncher. Just swap back over to the grub in a little bit. I want to give that another little go after the early success I had. Had a little loop in the line, so just let that sink to the bottom, and by the time I've started to reel in, it had already been had. There you go then. Put the grub back on. Let's see. I just don't like having the exposed hook, but I just think having a curved one just gives you that little bit more action on the retrieve than what the straight version would. I think the straight version would be good for drop shotting. There we go. Gotta say, quite impressed with these grubs. Didn't think I would be, but there we go, another little perch and the grub. Oh, and again. Certainly been a real pleasant surprise fishing the grubs. Nice little pocket over there, these. As the water clarity is quite clear, I'm going to go for my custom gold colour, which has done well for me in the past. And I slightly have to go a bit heavier than what I like to because of the wind that we've got. So we've got a 3 gram chib to start with. If I can get it down a bit, I will, but I don't think I'll have chance, especially in some other spots. And we'll just have a go underneath this tunnel for a bit and see if there's any small perch around. There we go, first cast, and into our first little perch. There you go, super duper. I always use weedless hooks, and I do lose fish on them, I know, but where you've got like a rocky ground or a ground with snags, it allows me to fish with confidence along the bottom. There we go, another one. Bridge is always good for a few fish. And like I said before, you don't often see people use the gold colour, but this colour, clear water, has done me really well. I suppose like a bream or a rudd and they flash, they give off like a goldy colour, even though this looks nothing like a fish, looks nothing like anything at all really. But that feels a bit better, it feels a lot better. This could be a neck chop. Nice one. What a pretty fish. Well, let's get hold. How pretty that is. Like golden. I'll just keep him in the net a little bit, he'll just appear. As there seems to be a couple down there, it would be helpful if I took the lure out first. And just keep them down there for a minute. Just as there seems to be a bit of a shoal down there. So have nice things right now. Oh, let's took that one on the drop. Another nice little perch. Bit of a thin one. Stick that one in the net. There we go. On the stick. Another little perch. There, another one. So it just goes to show that the sticks are not just a winter method. You can catch plenty in the summer as well. So that was an enjoyable couple of sessions. Discovering the chubby grub and catching on that was a big surprise and something I look forward to using again. I didn't think I would do well on that lure. But yeah, that was really good. And I know the perch video can be a bit tedious and repetitive, but I just wanted to try and show some of the lures that's in the FFS range and how to use them in one way. And for me, the enjoyment is falling a fish into taking a bit of plastic, and on a light setup, even a little perch are good fun. So if that's inspired you to have a look at the FFS lures more closely, you can either scan this QR code or follow the link in the description and get 5% off your order. And more importantly, it helps out a bloody good bloke who's running this business and has the customers at the top of his priority list. So I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, tight lines.